And we have annexed France with 0 losses. Wow. Hey, I am FeedBackGaming, and this is Hearts of Iron 4. Damn, those exploits are coming thick and fast. Do you want to annex France without firing a single bullet? Do you want to eliminate France without a single casualty being sustained? You're probably thinking, Dave, that's too much to ask. You've gone nuts now, right? Wrong. Single player. New game. 1936. Germany historical. Let's begin. If you don't know me, my name is FeedBackGaming. Play a lot of real-time strategy games and grand strategies. I'm from the UK, and I am demanding that you subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. Have you subscribed? I won't continue the video until you've subscribed. Do it. Do it. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Let's play the video. So this little fancy trick requires the art of intelligence, the art of spies. But first, we form an agency. And the same old is practically the same old. We build lots of civilian factories. We do Rhineland and all that other jazz. And we train up some big fat divisions. We go for SPGs, go for electronics, go for constructions, and the spanner. Production-wise, 5 guns, 3 on support, 2 on artillery. Add a new line for AA, have 2. And I have 3 on motorized, 2 on close air support, kill the bombers, and then the rest will go on to the fighter. Need to import a little bit of rubber, cancel the tungsten from Sweden, and the rubber, there we go. Regarding the Navy, we'll kill all those off. We don't need them. And we'll just train a bunch of subs. Okay, the spy agency is now done, and we're going to work on some basic intel upgrades. We need at least 5 upgrades to get our second operative slot. The SPG is done. We'll add that on to here with 2 and then start upgrading our old SPGs, the old crappy ones, the converting Panzer ones into light artillery 2s. That's right, Fighter 2 in 1936, almost 1,000 days. If you're not aware, they recently shortened the combat width for fighters, so only a small number of fighters now can fight in an air zone, where before it was more of a quantity versus quality. Now it's been switched around, and it turns out if you have more planes of a higher quality, you tend to fare a lot better. So in that case, we're going to rush the Fighter 2 and get all the upgrades on it, and also upgrading our spy agency. The next upgrade we're going to go for is local training centers, and we will hire someone who has the seducer trait because it makes them less likely to be detected, and we don't want to be detected. And then we'll pop that right on France. Okay, Rhineland's done. We're going to work on the 4-year plan now, work on our industry. We've got political power, so we're going to go immediately for the elusive gentleman, and that will unlock our next spy slot. We need 3 spies to pull this off. Right, we've finished localized training centers, and we can go for some more upgrades. And we'll go to decisions and go for the decision to recruit from France. That means we can build a network in France faster if we have a double agent from France. And then we'll hire the French guy. Oh, French girl. Oof. Next upgrade, we're going to go for Captain of Industry. And then we go for Autarky. We're also going to work on Strategic Destruction because we want to get this one, Multi-Altitude Flying, which is really sweet because it gives extra agility for our fighters. Okay, next upgrade, we're going to form a Cryptology Department. Let's get into the meat of the plan. Let's prepare a collaboration government. So this does a few things. One, it means when we take out this nation later in the game, it means we'll get an automatically higher compliance in this area, meaning less resistance and more access to the resources in the area that we've occupied, such as manpower, factories, and resources. But it does also one other thing that's pretty special too. It reduces the surrender limit of the nation that we've successfully built a collaboration government. In this case, this will put it up to 30%. This is not very visual, but we'll see once we've completed this, the impact. We want to commence it when ready, and we also want to repeat it. It will take 90 days each time, and if we complete it both times, something very special will happen. Let's go. We'll go for Mr. Goebbels, which gives us the war support, and what we can do with that is go for war economy when we've got the political power. The Spanish Civil War has started. We're going to send in a little bit of equipment. We'll say 3,000 once, and a little bit of artillery. Only a very, very, very small amount. And then we'll also, to top that off, send some volunteers, just air wings. And with these, we'll add more close air support. Just 10 fighters will be enough to stop them from intercepting me. And then we'll send in all the close air support. Need to drop off a few more fighters just to stop them intercepting me. And there we go, 50-50, looks perfect. Gonna go for the Autobahn, and then we'll build the civilian factories in the center. Time now for some more infantry. We'll train 10 continuously. So therefore we can get up to our limit and therefore progress down our focus tree. Break up a few divisions, change them over to the tanks, and then we'll make some small adjustments to those tanks once we've got the equipment. Look at the amount of damage our close air support doing, and look at all the air XP we're getting from it. This is important because we're going to make our fighter 2 really strong with all this air experience. Next up is war economy. Go for disperse 2. And then we will go for radio. Next focus is we're going to get the 3 civilian factories. Get them all. Also going to work on armored cars just a tiny little bit. Just 1 military factory will do to begin with. So our first collaboration government is just about to complete and done. And it was successful. And now we're preparing our second collaboration government because we put automatically repeat over and over again. If we go now here into collaborators, you can see we have now 50% collaboration support in France. And as you can look really closely, it says this will reduce the surrender level by 15% and will give us 50% compliance when the enemy capitulates. Okay, it's really important when you progress down your air doctrines not to spend your 100% XP to boost these. So just select them, don't spend. And we're going to rush for disperse 3. Okay, we're going to go for the light aircraft design. This will speed up the research for Fighter 2, but also when it pops out, it will have more agility and speed, which will give it an extra quality advantage, a tiny, tiny edge. Don't forget, the Iberian air zone now is split into 3, so don't put them in one region and leave them there. Keep moving them around depending on where the combat is happening. In this case, the south and the east. Work on those civilian factories, drop them all in the key areas with high infrastructure. Okay, collaboration government has been successfully finished. And if you look very closely now, we have maximum collaboration with France. You know what, guys? We're not done yet. Let's do the same for Poland. We need to do Anschluss now. And we're a little bit behind because we've been spending all our guns on collaboration government. So what I'm going to do is convert this into motorized, and this will push us over 450,000 manpower, a little bit shy, and in that case then we'll change this army over as well. Still a little bit shy of 500,000, so we just drop these divisions and that should have pushed us over. Perfect. Now we go for Anschluss. Okay, we can start working our air wings now, make them a little bit more pretty, merge them up into a big fat stack, and then we can multiply them by how many we need. In this case, that looks pretty sweet. You can also hit the new duplicate air wings button. Oh wow, do the same for you as well. There we go. And then we're going to hold shift and left click there, and boom, we're going to exercise those all to level 3. Okay, we've got lots of intel in Poland now. We can do a collaboration government, select our best spies, you and you, commence when ready, and automatically repeat. Blitzkrieg theorist, as well as infantry equipment designer. Finish you off, 1 and then 2. Done. Now we can exercise these guys to level 3 as well. Shift left click. All right, we run out of fuel because we're exercising our planes and we have a lot of them. So in this case, we'll import a little bit of fuel from America. Just a little bit. 6 should be enough. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we've got 750 manpower in the field now, so we can go for demand at Sudeten. And at the same time, too, we can start working on the Panzer III and also start working on mobile warfare, too. All right, we've done the Sudeten now. We can now progress to the first Vienna award. And what we can do now is also change these divisions back to what they're entirely meant to be. So we'll just group them together. Doesn't matter what field marshal, we'll probably change that. And then hop them back onto the regular infantry and then exercise them to level 3 by holding shift. Oh, we have 2 elusive gentlemen. I didn't even know this. So we can have an extra slot. We've got an extra spy here, and I feel like it'd be a waste just to harry one of these mundane. We don't want any of this just random spies. We want a Soviet spy. Ugh, Mr. Soviet man, do me good and go for Warsaw. All right, our super plane has finished. So now we hop onto that fire, put a spiffingly fat engine on it, and also a big fat gun. Here it is. Decommission the old one, and there we go. Super plane, highest quality. Collaboration government. 1 set up with the Poles, only 30% now. Oh, that makes me sad. But we're working on the next one now. 30 days until that's complete. Fate of Czechoslovakia. Now, this event slightly changed in La Resistance. So these 2 are the no-brainers. Most people would go for this one. But the historical option is to set up the Slovakian puppet. But if you read very closely, oh, set compliance to 50. So now when you click this and you look under compliance, the areas that are checked now have 50% compliance, where before it would be 0. So right now we get to take advantage of additional manpower as well as additional resources and factories. So it's slightly more worthwhile to go for this option now and have your little Slovak puppet. Let's pop our AA onto our inventory as well as some motorized reconnaissance and pop that on reserves. And here we go. Multi-altitude flying, extra agility. This is what we came for. Exercise to level 3 for everyone. Okay, we're going to deploy these guys a little bit early because we're a little bit behind. So we'll pop you guys on a new army and pop you guys right here. Exercise you to level 3. You guys are going to be on East Prussia and the rest will go here. Going to go for a field marshal that may be a little bit better for the job. We'll go with someone who's a brilliant strategist. Who could we go for? Ooh, reckless. I like you. And then we'll pop the best general we've got onto the attack. We'll go with Kessering and a field marshal or Walter because he can have aggressive assaulter. We produce all the light tanks that we need to, so we'll just pop that on 2 and the rest will go on to our medium tanks. We need to import a little bit of tungsten from, of course, Portugal. Now, I'm not really sure why this is the case, but I need to do 3 operations on Poland to get the maximum collaboration, where I only did 2 on France. I'm not sure why that is. There we go. We've maxed it out now. Who's next, do you think? Who's next? Moscow, Kiev, Minsk, Leningrad. Let's go. Let's hire our military staff, army offense, and armor genius. Let's try and get a quick capitulation on Poland by going for Krakow, Warsaw. That actually might be enough to knock them out. We'll see. Okay, we're going to go for civilian oversight as our default law, and we'll go for the horse as the Austrian one because it hasn't got reconnaissance on it. Just horse. We might have time to add on 1 medium as well. Okay, Danzig or war. Let's go. Let's work on logistics. Just a recap on research, working on making our planes better. Supply issues are always a problem, particularly in the east. More soft attack, more breakthrough, more soft attack and breakthrough. Here we go, boys. Did I promise you a free France? I did, didn't I? And I always hold up my end of the bargain. Danzig or war? And they say, no! And we go, yes. So, if you're not familiar with the way France works, if you hover over one of their national spirits, it's just joint government. Their surrender limit is reduced by 50%. Now, they also have to deal with the collaboration government that we built on them, which additionally reduces their surrender limit by an additional 30%. So, what does that mean? Well, take a look. And we have annexed France with 0 losses. Wow, this brings a whole new meaning to French surrender, right? Vichy France? I don't think so. Set up a collaboration with Free France. I think we'll hold off for that for the time being. And I think we'll work on taking out Poland, which I think we could probably do in probably record time as well. Grab our Air Force, put them on, let's say, interception, and attach them onto our general. Hop on Krakow. That's 29% removed. And we maybe sneak into here and then maybe sneak in to here. Can we manage that? Yep, and yep. Poland, Warsaw. Is that going to fall as well? Oh, British divisions have arrived. Is that enough? 94%! Maybe grab these cities. There we go. Boom! Get down. And that is a cheeky steal of Poland as well. 68%, you know what? I think we're going to form a collaboration government. Another one. Go, rinse and repeat, go. Next focus, anti-Comintern Pact. Okay, we're going to need a little bit of fuel. We'll get that from the Soviets. Isn't that beautiful? Compliance, practically 100%. So beautiful. So beautiful. If you look at the occupied territory too, we can see they're giving us huge amount of manpower for free. Thank you so much. Almost like they welcome us. All right, let's put these guys on the front line. Make them at least a little bit more girthier. Only about a tiny amount. Pop you guys here. Hire a new Soviet spy. Oh my goodness, we have got so many factories as well. This is all because we've got so much compliance. This is insane. Time for an extra medium tank. Take off the light, balance everything out, exercise the divisions to level 3, infantry expert, and we'll go with army regrouping. We've also got logistics now, so we'll take advantage of that. Pop that on right on you. Slovakia would like to join the war. No. Okay, collaboration government. We are still working on it for the Soviets. 61 days. We can still build collaboration governments even when we're at war with the Soviets, which is definitely something we are going to be doing. Bring some more divisions for reserves. We'll try and 48 of those, put them on low priority. And we need loads and loads of tungsten. Let's work on our cryptology department. We've got enough civilian factories. We can definitely sustain this. War with the USSR. Come at me, bruh. And we'll get our fuel now from the United States. We'll get lots of it so we can fill up our stockpiles. Yeah, we have to work quite heavily on repairs or we're going to have a lot of problems. So we're going to go for the continuous focus of repairs. They're really pushing heavily against our front lines. This might be one of those moments where I just sit and let them push against me, because right now we're getting lots of experience and we're just not really losing much, and also working on logistical bombing, which gives a little bit more air superiority. Make a little push on the border here when they stop attacking, which I don't think they're ever going to do. They literally are burning all of their equipment, or we don't actually know how much of their equipment's burnt out. We don't know yet. When we get a bit more intelligence, we might find out. But if we look at the casualties, we can see that we've lost 119,000 and they've lost 1.44 million. Don't know why the AI does this. They're just bashing the head against me. What are they doing? Okay, time for the counterattack. Here, And yeah, go, go, go. And slowly, truly, we snake through the center of the Soviet Union. The counterattack has begun. Oh my goodness, these divisions are so beaten and bruised. Another opportunity for an encirclement. The divisions, once again, are so beaten and branded and bruised that they are just getting pushed out of the way. There we go. Operation complete. Preparing a collaboration government part 3 on the Soviets. Sevastopol, Moscow, Leningrad, and Stalingrad. That's where all the victory points are. If we capture all of those and have 3 operations for collaboration governments, they'll more than likely capitulate. All right, that's the push. Push into here. Tank push on the other side. Go, go, go. I'm scared that the Netherlands might actually join the Allies. So we'll just pop these guys here just for insurance purposes. We'll also pop these into a new theater and put them on reserve because we want all the main equipment to go to the front line where we're fighting the hardest. Oh my goodness, the mud is making this a nightmare. Mud is worse than snow. Okay, I need to go for extensive conscription. We're needing a lot of manpower just to hold these front lines. And it's the suppression of the Soviets that's hurting us the most. And these divisions can have way more heavy tanks on them as well. 1 and 2. Okay, it is June. The muddy season has come to an end. It is time for the counteroffensive. We're going to put them on careful, and the infantry are going to go, go, go. Can it be done? Can it be done? It has been done. I think we may have reached the point where the Soviets are truly beaten and battered. Go aggressive. All right, we got Kiev. We have got Sevastopol, and they are over halfway towards being capitulated. All we need now is Stalingrad and Moscow, and I think that'll be it. The final operation will be complete on the 15th of October, 52 days, and more than likely, if we have enough victory points, they'll probably just have to capitulate at that point because they'll be over the surrender limit. Whoosh for Moscow. Oh, you fool, Netherlands. You fool. What were you thinking? Moscow, 100%. Not even time to finish the last collaboration. And that is a pretty quick capitulation of the Soviets. Pretty damn quick. Compliance. Oh, look at that blue. Oh, oof. Could have been 100% if we... if we'd waited for the final collaboration. But never mind. And finally, what you're here to see is the full glorious, right? Are you impressed? You should be. Greater German Reich, darker, black, scary, moody, and then finally the French collaboration government and the Polish collaboration government, and finally the Soviet one. It will take 20 seconds of in-game time to actually generate. There we go. German Russia, German Poland, and German France. Who the hell is this guy? There we go. Collaboration governments in the latest patch are really broken. Really broken. Anyway, do you enjoy this? Good, because I'm making more of these videos. If you want more of them, tell me by hitting a like and commenting below and say you want more of this. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.